Hello. Today we're going to have a discussion about making money on military surplus. Now, it's a little misleading. Typically, military surplus does not make you any money, right? Especially if you're someone like me and you're collecting, you are losing money. You are spending a lot of money on this sort of stuff. You're essentially buying a lot of junk, right? But rarely, in some occasions, you do actually make some money and you come up with an opportunity, or you see an opportunity to actually buy something and then to sell it. Now, it requires a lot of patience and it requires a little bit of luck, and it also requires a bit of knowledge. So you need to know that there's this gap between you buying something and you selling something for a lot higher. Now, some people like calling this reselling, some people call it smart, some people call it scalping, right? Now, these items, in my opinion, it's not scalping where you just buy a bunch without the intention of using it, like these like Nintendo Switches or whatever, where people bought a bunch of these PlayStation 5s, or people buy them and then they have no intention of playing it, they just want to make a quick buck. Some of these, like, you'll see it at a store and they just, they're looking to make money, they sell it at a certain price, and then you're the only one there and you know what it is, it sits there, but you buy it and then you add value by getting it to people that actually need it. So this is a very niche item right here. Okay, so this is the NSN number and the cage code. If you've recognized this 1S002, that is Knight's Armament. And it says here, noun, bracket, comma, quick release. Now what the hell is this? This is a quick release bracket for a M203, okay? This allows you to connect a M203 to the barrel of an M4A1 or an M16 rifle. There's usually like a little cutout on the M4 rifles. This is where that cutout corresponds to this quick release bracket. And why am I showing you this item? So there was a time where I was looking for one of these for a very long time. You can buy them new if they're even in stock at Knight's Armament, and LMT also sells them. Right, I have the M203 37mm flare launcher, and I wanted to connect it to my M4 rifle. Okay, so when I was looking for one of these, I noticed that LMT sells them like retail for like $300. It's just a piece of metal, but I think it's such a niche item. They don't make very many. Like, most of the times they're just selling it, for their contracts. But when they sell it to the civilian market, they sell it for quite a bit of money, and I did not want to spend that. The reason I really didn't want to spend it was because I've seen on some places like Venture Surplus where they'll be selling it for really cheap. Okay, so I actually purchased a few of these from a place called Glenn's Army Surplus. They do not, I think they still exist. I think they're in Colorado Springs or somewhere in Colorado, but they no longer have a web front. I watched a bunch of them on their website, and I was watching their inventory, and they never sold. And they're also sold in these kits where they were kind of like a spare part with a bunch of other parts. And I've just said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. So I bought 5 of them, and then I put them on eBay and I put them on Gunbroker, and I didn't even put them for auctions. I just kind of let them sit for around $200, so like 150 off retail. And the people were pretty happy to buy them from me because they were not paying retail. They were saving some money, and I was making a little bit of money on the side. So I made like $100 off of each of them. I did have to hold on to them for a while, but as you see, these boxes are pretty small. So, I just put it in my closet, put something on eBay, and I just let it sit. And then occasionally I would get an email saying you made a sale. Throw it into a USPS priority mailbox, and there you go. Now, I want to emphasize that this is very rare. Generally, military surplus, they know how much it costs. Everyone has eBay. Everyone's got their phone. It's really hard to make money this way. And the only way you can do it is if you get lucky and you know how much things are worth at the time. And you know that people are buying them. Just because you see someone or selling it for $300 doesn't mean people are buying it for $300. People are generally buying these for around $150 to $200. Okay, so what's my newest acquisition? I recently come upon another thing that I think I can make some money on them. Okay, so there's a website called Bowtack, right? I don't think they have the best reputation. And if you've gone on their site, they sell not a lot of military surplus, they sell mostly police surplus. And on their site, I saw that they were selling 11 pieces of Remington 870 extension tubes. Again, another niche item. So why do I know how much they cost or how much they're worth? Because I purchased one myself. So here is the business end of my Remington 870. When I purchased this gun, I stupidly bought the one with the end cap here, and it was like a 4-round capacity, right? I thought they looked kind of cool. This is a walnut grip, so it kind of looked kind of like policey. I don't know, I just digged the look at the time. But then I decided, you know what, I actually want the extension tube. So I bought a Wilson Combat one, but I didn't really like the way it looked. And I really liked the way that these, the OEM or the factory extension tubes were, like what they looked like. So I went ahead and bought a 2X, or a +2 extension tube. And they no longer sell them anymore. I don't know what they used to sell for. Maybe they're like $60 or something. They're not really complex items, but people are selling them on eBay for upwards of $100 to $200. And you know, I bit the bullet and bought one because I really wanted one. But ever since I bought it, I remembered how much it cost, and I bought this maybe a year or two ago. So when I saw Bowtack selling 11 of them, right? Bowtack usually sells lots of like 50 of just nonsense. I saw it and I quickly pounced. I said, you know what, if there's 11 of them, I could sell like 2 and make my money back. So they were selling it for $220. I decided to buy it, and I unboxed them all, and they're a bit rough. You know, this is a bit of a gamble, so I'm gonna show you those right now. Okay, I'm gonna show you the best ones first, but most of them are rusty. And I guess we're gonna have to do another video on cleaning these things up. So here is the same thing that I bought. Here is a +2 extension. With the kit, it comes with this barrel band slash what do you call it, sling mount. And then it comes with this coupler, okay? If you can see, there's a bit of rust on it. These will clean up. I'm gonna boil all these. There's no way, you know, I got some of the boxes. There's no way, I'm not gonna try to pawn these off as new or anything. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna document these in the video, and then I'm gonna tell everyone, you know, there was a little bit of rust and I cleaned them up. So I'm adding a little bit of value to this, but yeah, some of these are rusty. So I don't know how much I'm gonna end up selling these for, but we're gonna try, see if we can make any money. Okay, so here's kind of one of the better ones. This is a +2 with a phosphate coating. So the reason this doesn't look so bad is because it's got the phosphate coating on it. So let me move these aside. Now, let me note that I had, let's just show these all in a batch. So I got 11 pieces, but it came with 8 magazine couplers, okay? So they're varying degrees of rust. You can see a bit of surface rust on these things. These will clean up, I think, really well. I'm gonna boil all these. I'll do a video on it. If you ever watch Mark Novak, he does a lot of cleaning up, and I think these will clean up just fine. So Remingtons, I think the blued ones are just known for being rust, like kind of rust buckets a little bit. You do need to take care of them. Okay, this is the one that's in the best condition. This is a +3 extension, so compared to the +2, here is the +3 extension. This one is in very good condition. There's some like surface scratches on it, just as, but I can feel it's like very chalky still, because the phosphate is just like brand new. And this one fared pretty well, because it's phosphate coated, right? It's a corrosion protection. Okay, and another coupler. So, or not a coupler, a lanyard. A sling mount. Okay, so let me just show the sling mounts too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 11 sling loops but I'm missing 3 screws. These ones also, yeah, there is a bit of rust on everything. Again, I will clean it up. Most of it is just surface rust. So what I'm gonna do is boil it and card everything off. Okay, now this is one of the better condition ones. This is a +3 extension. This one is blued. You can see the difference in the finishes. And you'll see that there is a little bit of rust here, but this one is not too bad. This will clean right up. Okay, now let's show you the bad ones. Okay, we got 8 of these. I don't know what we're gonna sell these for, but as you can see, some of them are pretty bad. Like, look at that. But it'll make for good content, right? So I think minimum we'll definitely break even. I've seen one of these phosphate +3s go for $500. I don't know, I actually kind of want to hold on to this one. I was pretty interested in this, but if we can sell, you know, if I sold that one for $500, we definitely make our money back. But you can see some of this is surface rust and some of it is some like major pitting, right? Look at that one. Look at that one. So we'll see how much that cleans up. They are definitely all functional, but we're gonna have to definitely disclose. I'm gonna probably sell these, but I'm going to definitely take really close pictures of each of them. I do not want anyone thinking that these are new or like just like used and, you know, stored in like a locker or in a gun safe. These, I don't know if they were outside. All the boxes seem to have water damage on it, so I am definitely going to disclose that they have seen better days. But you know, if you take care of it, I'm going to again convert all this red rust by boiling it. They should do, you know, they should be definitely pretty functional. But what we'll do is probably take the 3. Let's see, since I have 9 couplers, we have 8 good kit. 8. What do we have? Yeah, we have 8 full sets, and then the other parts are just going to be sold as parts. So the worst ones of these +3 extension tubes that are blued, they are going to be sold kind of as is and just for parts. Okay, but they should clean up somewhat well. So okay. So that's the video. I'm going to update, you know, if you're interested in this, I'm gonna update everyone kind of on the journey of refurbishing this, and I will say at the end how much money we made, and we'll probably make a video when we break even, right? So we'll kind of come up with the whole budget of what we spent on it. If I buy anything to clean this up, you know, I definitely will tell you, but I think I have most of the tools to deal with this, and I'm just gonna put on the stovetop and boil a soup of Remington 870 parts. Yeah, so just subscribe if you want to see this journey, see if we can make any money. If I can sell these each for $100 each, I think, you know, we can make like 500, 600 bucks. And that wouldn't be too bad. So let me know in the comments if you've ever seen a really good deal on military surplus. Let me know what you think about, you know, buying stuff and trying to make money off of it. You know, do you see this as scalping, or do you see this as kind of just, you know, seeing an opportunity to do it? The way I kind of justify it to myself is that Bowtac was selling this as a parts kit, or, you know, as a lot. And someone was going to buy it, and that person's going to be me, and I'm going to put the money and the time into actually kind of making sure that these parts don't go to waste, and actually trying to clean them up and give them a nice home. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I really, you know, I appreciate your attention. Thanks.